Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Brian and Jim here. We're drinking beer and play a game, and welcome to another episode of the Power Hour Podcast.
Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 327. Thank you for joining us tonight. Happy 2026, everybody. First new recording of the new year. New year, new me. Brian, how's it going?
There's no new you, Jim. It's you. It's you.
It's always a new me. New year, new me, new crusty corner for $1 over on Patreon. New everything. Everything's going great.
Jim. It's 8 days into the new year. Haven't quite felt that new year turn yet. Life is still every day's a blessing, as you would say. And
It's always a blessing. I know what you're talking about.
And we're here, Jim. We're here. We're in it. We're doing it. We're drinking. We're playing. How you been, buddy?
I'm in good. And yes, we are here and we are breaking a little bit of tradition this episode, Brian. Normally for the last couple years, we have had our good buddy Blade Blur with us, talk about the games of the past year, but we'll have him on soon. We have a ton of topics to get through. But you know what, Brian? He's here with us in heart.
Oh, penis.
God damn it, Jim. You created a soundboard.
I made a soundboard. Right now, there's only a few things. So, of course, we also have...
I love the bird.
God damn it.
And
now, I have to create a soundboard for just you.
Oh, I know what's going to happen. That's fine.
Okay.
And then, of course, there's...
I'm a little racist.
Which one's that from? That
was from the last one we did. That was from Dan during the Power Hour.
Oh, God damn it, Jim.
And then for anyone out there who's ever listened to Kids in the Hall Brain Candy, to go along with the old every day's a blessing.
Life is short, life is shit, and soon it will be over.
Damn it, Jim.
I'm going to have a lot of fun with this.
Like many things you do, Jim, you just opened a door that you are going to regret.
I know exactly what was going to happen with this, Brian. All right? I know exactly.
Like, why would you take the chance?
Because it's
Do you
funny,
know how
Brian.
much B-roll footage I have of you?
Let's leave a lot of the B-roll off this, all right? Let's just leave what's, just leave what's, already for the public over here.
It's all for the public, Jim.
No, it is not.
But Chambers, what is your first beer on the first podcast of the new year?
So, I am drinking from what the hell? Yes, from the Hop Butcher Brewing Company, I guess. I'm having their Grid. It is a Citra and Mosaic hopped American Pale Ale. Comes in at 5.75% alcohol by volume. Tasting notes of bright citrus, pleasant dank, and tropical fruit. Out of good old Chicago. Good old Chi-Town. But yeah, it's a very simple, grid-based, modern artish kind of bullcrap scribbles on there, but short and simple, but it is eye-catching. I'll give them that. And as far as the beer goes, it is a tasty little girl. You can there's a lot of hop to it, but you also get a lot of that fruit. The mosaics, it's there, but you get a ton of lacing and some of that aroma really kicks through. So this is an interesting one.
Nice. Yeah, dude, I don't know about you, but man, my social battery was drained over break. Like, just so many back to back things. And I have so much beer. I have so many things left over. So I'm still trying to get through my Christmas stuff. So I bought at some point the Sam Adams variety pack, and one of it was the winter lager. This is something I have every fucking year, and I always forget what it actually tastes like until I actually drink it. And I'm like, I need to do this side by side with a regular Sam Adams because I feel like it tastes just like it with maybe a little bit more maltiness. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. 5.6%. So it is light. No matter what or how you celebrate, this spiced holiday lager's rich malt notes and accents of cinnamon, ginger, and orange peel. Don't taste any of that for any festivity. So I taste a lot of malt. If there's spice, it's like the most unspiced cookie you've ever had. is the best way I'm gonna describe it, but it's still
Okay.
damn good. Yeah, it's still really damn good. We've said this many, many times. I have never had a beer from Sam Adams. I went, ew, like I don't like this. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's always like a to me that's a good crowd pleaser for people if they either don't like craft beer or they're somewhere in between. Like that's a nice little breaker for them. But yeah, so Chambers, what what the hell have you been up to as far as playing wise besides doing terrible at StarCraft?
Don't. Well, yes, I am still doing terrible at StarCraft. Head on over to Jim StarCraft Struggles. Link is below. Check that out. I can use a little love. And but besides that, I actually haven't had a ton of time these past couple weeks for gaming because much like you, social battery beaten into the ground. Just thing after thing after thing. Last weekend, my daughter wound up having 2 sleepovers. Like just basically 2 surprise sleepovers after like very late hangouts with friends. So I mean, it's like so of course we're all just running on fumes and like getting sick left and right, being around too many people, all that good early winter, well, midwinter, whatever you want to call it. All that goodness. But, Brian, I made a decision. I actually took the advice of good old Celia, and when she said to you, you don't have to finish a game you don't like, I decided to do that, Brian. I gave up on Metroid Prime Remastered. I just I just could not do it anymore. I put about 6 hours into it, and I hated almost nearly every second of it. It's just, it just feels, even though it's remastered and it's probably the best it's ever going to control, like it still just feels clunky. I don't like the exploration in it at all. Like none of it, like ever reached out to me and just grabbed me, no matter what. And I went, no, I'm done. But I didn't want to put away the whole Metroidvania feel yet. So I decided it's been long enough. I jumped into Hollow Knight, the original, not Silk Song. So it came out in like what, 2017? So I'm only 8, 9 years behind the times, something like
Yeah.
that. Who's counting? I love it. I have loved it since basically 10 minutes into playing it. It is amazing. It controls perfectly. The exploration is fun. And it even has that gimmick where you go into a new area and you have to find like the map guy before you can even have a map and populate a map. And so it like at first it was giving me that anxiety, but then like the exploration is just so good that you don't even like really care all that much, and it's just nice when you find the map guy. It's crazy. And then you get new abilities and you want to go back to the old areas and explore like every little thing. And then you run into a boss that you're like, oh, cool. It's like a retread of an old boss. And then you start fighting him and he kicks the shit out of you. And then, like, after 45 minutes of trying and failing, you go on Reddit and find out he's like the super hard extra boss that takes people without like souped up powers 2 hours to beat. So I go, oh, good. I don't have to do that anymore. So I can just go back to the real game. Brian, I'm in. I'm sucked in. I love it. I'm like 10 hours in. It's flown by. I just want to keep playing it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think that was one of my level 50 club. It was a couple years ago when I did it, and yeah, same deal. I fell in love with it. I've sung its praises. I said I'd have to really sit and think, but that's got to be my favorite. If not, it's like top 3 favorite Metroidvanias I've ever played. And I did something with that game which I don't normally do, which is I had the copy or version with DLC. So even after I beat it, I went and beat like the additional bosses and shit.
Oh,
And
wow.
it was not easy. I'm gonna say that. So, but I felt a sense of like I enjoyed it so much, I almost didn't want to leave it. So I hear you. I'm glad you're finally coming around, finally playing a classic, giving up on some of your usual picks.
What? What do you mean my usual picks? Metroid Prime's a classic. I just hated it.
Your picks are always they're questionable, Jim. That's all I'm
Nah,
gonna say.
questionable. I'm a man who go. I don't stick to a niche, Brian. I just expand. I see a little bit of everything, Brian.
God damn it, Jim.
Always trying to expand my horizons.
But yeah, no, I similar to you. I said I gave up Black Myth Wukong. I don't know if I'll go back to that.
You won't.
We talked about it. Yeah, I probably won't. We talked about it. I think the last 2 podcasts, like we knew neither of us were going to finish the resolution games. I got to 8. It was Black Myth and Hellblade. Hellblade I will get to, but I told you over break. One of the things I surprised my kids with for Christmas was the Switch 2. and I wanted a good excuse for us to have that go back to that Christmas Day, have them open up a system. The whole family plays. So we did some Mario Kart. They love that. I got the online services, even with the expansion pack. So whatever it was, 60, $70 for the year, just so I could show them old games. I'm diving headfirst back into Link to the Past. That's a game I started years ago and then stopped for whatever reason. But the playing it on the go is the thing that's going to allow me to play it. That the a pain in the ass before was I was either always playing it in my office or somewhere. So now that I have it like on the go, I can just keep playing it. So, yeah, I'm fucking around with that. I'm playing this game called Graveyard Keeper, which is like it's like what the fuck are the name of all those farm games? Stardew Valley and
Oh yeah, Harvest Moon and
all that shit. I guess
Animal Crossing. Yeah.
I guess it's like that, but like it's a game I've had on Steam for like ever, and apparently it's really well regarded. But it's like you upkeep a graveyard, but you have to go in town. You have to do menial tasks. It's just a time waster game. I don't know how long I'll go into it, but I was like, fuck it, I'll mess around with that. I fucked around with DVD for a little bit. Again, still dipping my toes in that. And yeah, right now there's no game I must beat. You know, I think you and I talked about. We both got to a point where it's like, oh man, we're both burnt out. Challenges, other shit. So I think there's just a point of me where I went, you know what? Let's just play kind of whatever you want, and we'll talk in a little bit about potential challenges this year. But yeah, I'm just trying to play to just have fun for a little bit, you know, but keeping it pretty low key. I'll be honest. This week, haven't played shit, but over break, I played a lot.
Yeah. Over break I played like nothing. And then over the past week I've been playing a lot of Hollow Knight. So nice little inverse there.
Yeah, and I will be getting Silk Song for Switch too, because at least right now it's on sale for like $14 or so. I didn't realize how fucking cheap that game is.
Oh, what, on Switch too? It's already that cheap?
I mean, I think even regular price is pretty cheap. It was on sale. I hope it didn't go off sale. Let me see where it's at right now. Yeah, it's $20 regular.
Yeah, I mean they've never been super expensive games, so yeah, they could have even made more of a killing than what they did with all the hype, but
Which
good for them.
Crazy. It's crazy to me though, because like I think when I beat Hollow Knight, it was like I put 40 or 50 hours into it. Now I went out of my way. Like you said, I love the exploration. So I spent my time finding all the things. Like I think I did every collectible you could. So yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking to people online who've been putting like 100 hours into Soak Song already and crap like that. So there is a lot of content in there for you once you get around to it.
$20 ain't bad.
Not at all.
But Chambers, you and I, we finally got together was it last week?
We had last week.
Yeah. So last week we finally got together. We were able to record Max Payne. So right now we're recording this on Thursday. Tomorrow will be the day I'm editing that. So most likely you will be seeing the Max Payne review next week. And that closes out our request, our Patreon request for games. And once again, we want to thank you guys. We have some people out there that still need to make requests, so make sure you get those in. But we always appreciate the support. And Chambers, what questions do we have this week?
None.
I hate that you rose in your seat a little bit to say none.
Yeah, no Patreon questions. I mean, it was I posted the post before the holiday or like around the holiday time, and also did a little, hey, Happy New Year, guys, all that bull crap. So maybe it got lost in the shuffle. Who knows? But yes, no questions this week, which is fine because we have more than enough to talk about. But for anyone out there who does want to get some questions in, you can head on over to patreon.com/drink a beer and play a game, where for as little as $2 a month, you can ask a question that we will answer on each and every single one of these Power Hour podcasts. For as little as $1 a month, you can check out the bonus content we put up there, such as our crusty corner segments. Yep. I'm doing good. New year, new me. And this week we go over a little wear, Brian. Could be men's wear, could be women's wear, could be anyone's wear. You can wear it anywhere. You can wear it somewhere. You're just gonna have to find out and then over to patreon.com/drink-a-beer-play-a-game. And while you're there, while you're burning some money, oh, speaking of Patreon, have to also shout out our good buddy Blade Blur
Oh, penis.
for signing up for the free tier. So yes, I mean, you can sign up for free and just see our postings, and if you get the itch, you can always spend some money and hop in at that point.
Oh, I can't wait to make your sample, Jim.
Right.
All right, so Chambers, let's talk about we've toyed around it, and I know outside the podcast we haven't talked much about this, but every year for the past 3-4 years we've had a kind of dedicated challenge. It was 20 games, 23 games, level 50 club, and they were fun because you know what I did, as much as they were fucking stressful and we got a lot of shit done, it also forced us, I think, to get a lot of games beat that I think internally we both want to beat. So I can't say I hate them altogether, but I think you and I are both burnt out on trying these crazy fucking challenges.
Right. And yeah, so like at first we really weren't going to do anything. It was just going to be actually it turned into for everyone, say if you're in our Discord, there's a little challenge page there for 2026. Link to the Discords below, no matter where you're listening to this. And everyone just started to kind of come up with their own things. Like our buddy Drewski says he wants to beat like 25 Sega games this year. I've decided that I want to try and, once again, I'm an expander, Brian, Horizon expander. I want to play at least one game from a couple different genres that some I touch a lot, some I don't touch a lot. So I could have picked better wording there. So
That's going on the soundboard. Go ahead.
yep. Starting off strong. See, it's fine. It's on the show. It's fine. It's out there. I did it to myself. It's fine. It's good. It's wonderful. So I'm going to do a platformer, which that just opens up everything.
How about you stick with the genres you don't always fucking do? Like start with racing.
Actually, racing is on there. Racing is on there. An RPG, Brian. I have to beat an RPG.
JRPG.
I will make it a JRPG.
Yeah.
All right, let me just edit this to keep myself accountable. Who that? What the fuck is calling me at 9:00 at night? Go away, stupid spam. But yes, racing game. I do play them, like once a year, but they're hard as balls and they always torture me. So I have a shoot 'em up in there. An open world game of some kind because I'm very burnt out on open world games. But I figure I should jump into one of those, which I could even jump into Link to the Past like you're doing because that's one I've never played through.
I think it's time for you to dip your toe back into God of War.
I guess I should do the 2018 one at the very least.
Yeah. Dude,
Been a little too long
I'm
there.
telling you will like it.
Yep. A sports game. I want to beat at the quote unquote campaign of a sports game. So whether it's a season of a game or like beating all the tournaments, for example, in a golf game or doing, all the circuits in a racing game. I'm not sure which one I want to do yet. Or I could, even cheese and do like a golf story and just play through the whole story on that. But some kind of sports related game. I want to do that. And then, of course, I threw in Metroidvania because I'm in the middle of doing one. So, and also, I have so many beat 'em ups I have to go through in my collection that I've just bought over the year. I have to at least play one of them. So, I'm going to throw some kind of beat 'em up in there. But yeah, that's really about it. So, it's like 8 different genres that I threw in there. That's like, I should hit at least one from each of these.
Okay. So while you were talking, I was thinking about, and I've gone back, I've cleaned up franchises I haven't beat. I'm gonna throw myself 2 challenges this year. God damn it! Now I just did something on my camera. One of them will be, I want to at a minimum play and beat 5 games released this year. I am really bad at playing new games. So I know I'm getting the new Resident Evil. So that's a lock in for me. I don't even know what games are coming out this year. So I'll see. But that's something where I hate that I always wait till like the following year to play. I want to be able to play it in the year and give an honest opinion of that. Um, Something I give you lots of shit for, because you're way worse of an offender with this. The shelf collecting and not actually playing games you own. I have a crazy digital library, but I also do have some games that I'm pretty sure there's not many, but I do have some that I haven't played yet on my shelves. I want to play every single game that I own right at this moment. I'm going to dedicate 1 hour to each one and decide if I want to keep playing them. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to combine the Celia idea of like if you don't like a game, you don't need to play it. But I want to be able to legitimately say I've played every single game I own. And I think 1 hour is more than reasonable enough with everything. And then I'll kind of make a decision of like, all right, I put an hour into this. Do I think I want to keep with it or no? So yeah, those are two kind of challenges. And a lot of them I think I'm gonna try to stream. Like, I don't know if I'll call it something, but it's like, okay, this stream I'm putting an hour into whatever, Gears of War 3, or whatever it is. Just so I can get through the whole thing and give my opinions.
Interesting. I was actually thinking, like, it was like, I should go back to that little Let's Play series I was doing, like, what, 5 years ago? Well, I'll just pick one of my random games and just, spend a half hour to an hour with it.
Yeah.
Easy enough content, gets me gaming. And I was like, I could probably do like one a week if I really, like, sat down and got to it. But,
but that would cut into StarCraft time, Jim.
that would come into some StarCraft time.
And
Ah,
I think
God.
you and I said like, you know, we do enjoy doing reviews, but also it's like similarly, right? Like we've gone through entire genres, we've gone through entire styles, whatever. This year we're gonna give each other, what did we say, 3 games?
3 each. Yep.
So we'll give each other 3 each, and we'll do reviews. So that's 6 reviews. We'll bang out just from that. Depending on what happens with Patreon, maybe we'll get more. But I do, like it's funny. I was going through our catalog, which is why I made one of the shorts I did. And one of the things I think you and I more of a challenge for that we both enjoy is doing those drinking games. We need to get back to loser brews, drinking games. We need to talk to the wives, let them understand. We got to pick a day. Like, all right, the daddies are going to be probably not feeling the greatest. So, go do something. Um, I want to get back to that. And I have some ideas that I think could be pretty damn fun.
Right. Maybe we were too ahead of the game, 13 years ago when we started doing those hot and heavy. Maybe now's the time to strike.
Maybe I think getting back to that will be fun, and I want us to do a lot more of the. I do like when we do our ranking shit together because
Yeah,
those are
the rankings
fun,
are fun.
and like I want to pick other games and other things for us to rank because you know what, it's just that's the enjoyable part of it. So you know what, I think that's our goals instead of being like beat a million games. I think shit like that will be a lot more fun for us.
Yeah, be a little bit more fluid. And, the ranking videos are good because there's also bringing some views. But some do, some don't. Speaking of some bringing in views and some not, Brian, you have undertaken quite the little challenge to yourself for content this year.
Yeah. So if you're watching this, depending on which day I release it, you know now that every single day I've been releasing a short for video game music. Something just kind of came to like if you've watched this channel enough, I am obsessive with music, not just in video games, but with everything. And there was something where I was like, I'm obsessed with like getting lists and this and that. And I was like, maybe I'll just curate like a list of 365 songs, for every day. And I was like, well, no, fuck that. Like, we know enough people, we know enough gamers. I want to hear everyone else's favorite songs because that's part of the fun of it is hearing songs you might not know or whatever. So a lot of people we've been reaching out to, and we already have a ton of submissions. And people, I will applaud you. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. People have actually been sending recommendations through those as well. And I am taking them and adding them to the list. So, yeah, basically every day picked by someone. Now, granted, I do still have Jim and I picking probably more than our fair share, but depending on how the year goes and people keep adding, eventually I want to get to it where it's none of our picks and it's just everyone else's. I always have to exclude duplicates, obviously, but yeah, it's a fun little challenge. And that I guess is my challenge. I guess maybe that should have just been my challenge for the year, Tim.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just
that's enough
doing
to do that every goddamn freaking day.
Yeah, it's fun because already there's a lot of songs I've never even heard. So some of them I hear, some of them I'm like, oh, okay, this is good. And some of them I'm like, God damn it, Jim. But
But
but but to Jim's point, it also reveals something.
can I
very
just say
funny to me.
real quick, thank God your pick today bombed. Because so far the only ones that have done shit have been my two picks. And I'm going, no, this can't happen every
I
time.
mean, you definitely your picks set a trend, unfortunately. And
Look, I know Era the Acrobat isn't gonna it isn't in the general algorithm when people are looking up video game music. I get it. I thought at least Maximum Carnage might have had a few more fans, get a few more clicks.
I was
But
shot.
Jesus.
Listen, I assumed Arrow the Acrobat would tank. I didn't think it would tank to the level it did. But it's funny because where some of them tank on like, and also, so if you follow us, I post it on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, it gets reposted on Facebook. Like I follow all of them and there is no rhyme and reason, I'm convinced, with YouTube. Like the first couple did pretty damn good. And then, like Jim said, Maximum Carnage, one that I thought would be an easy alley oop, fucking tanked. Arrow the Acrobat, I knew wasn't going to help matters.
Sir, please.
but
I am
then,
opening up people's minds.
And then I was like, okay, fuck. Maybe we're just on a trend of like, for whatever reason, Aquatic Ambience came out. Boom, did great. Then today I picked the main theme from Killer Instinct. What's interesting is that has been the most commented video across all platforms, and it's done well on other ones, but on YouTube, for whatever reason, to your point, it just tanked. So I don't get it. I use the same hashtags. I upload the same time every day. And that's almost an experiment in and of itself. I want to see like what drives it. Like, and I did finally figure out the dumbass way you can adjust the fucking thumbnails. You can't do it when you do it on your actual desktop. You can't do it through YouTube Studio. You have to do it through the YouTube app on your phone. So it's really weird. But yeah, no, it's a fun challenge. So if you guys have been following along, if you have a song you want to add, send it to me. I will warn you, we have things booked out already till basically June. And if we keep getting a ton of submissions, I said I will just backfill every song. But some of them there may be duplicates. So send them along. We love them. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Just don't be like Jim. Don't pick Arrow the Acrobat.
Maybe everyone should do it. Take this channel down with me. I'll burn this goddamn thing to the ground, Brian. Don't you tempt me.
Don't worry, Jim. I think some of your future picks aren't going to do that well.
You know what, Brian? I'm sure some of them aren't going to.
I looked at your list and I'm like, that motherfucker just went with the list that he previously gave of songs that I was like,
I was seeing if you were paying attention.
As soon as I saw it, I went, that lazy motherfucker.
Look, Brian, I just want to bring more eyes to past picks. All right. I want to enrich these people's lives.
Mm-hmm. But no,
Brian, go ahead.
No, but we truly appreciate you guys. Keep watching, keep commenting, let us know what you like and didn't like. And if you haven't noticed, I just do get enjoyment out of pulling shit from old videos and shorts.
Sure do, don't you?
And people seem to agree. Some people,
for a page with like 3% female turnout, they all seem to turn out for your little short today, Brian. That was weird.
Can I say what?
Maybe they're all just freaks. They're all freaks into friggin' ball torture. That's what they're into. Dirty, godless horse, all of them.
But yeah, so keep an eye out for all that. I am big in trying to push a lot more content for us, whether it's in short or long form content. But Chambers, I think what you were about to go to was something that I don't know if I was more shocked, thought it was so cool, but I am glad you pulled it up as comment of the week. So why don't you explain to people what it is and who it's from?
Yep. Speaking of people commenting on our stuff, I just cannot talk tonight. But this comes to us from our review of the original X-Men beat 'em up on the Sega Genesis, and it comes to us from Alan Wise 2008. And he says, I was a developer on this game. I don't think the team realized at the time how hard the game was. Having played each level endlessly during development and testing, it seemed easy to us, probably because we had memorized the locations and the actions of most enemies. Like most games, all the bosses have a pattern that, once figured out, make easy to defeat. It's possible, if I recall correctly, to get Zaladane, the level 1 boss, into a pattern where you damage her, and as she jumps away, you immediately walk in the direction she jumps. As she lands, you damage her again. Repeat. But the reset button gimmick, quote unquote, we were attempting to break through the fourth wall. It was generally not well received. Thanks for bringing back memories. Ellipses. At the end, I was just like, aw.
I listen, that is so fucking cool. Uh for our little ass channel to have someone that actually worked on the game to just see it and comment on it. So I love that. And yeah, we talk about this shit all the time. We have friends in the industry and whatever. You forget, like, it's easy to dehumanize the companies making it, right? So a dude just talking about it makes sense, but it's funny. Like, I like that he went into the story. He's like, yeah, it was easy to us. And even telling when he told me that thing, a part of me wanted to go back to the game and just try out that thing, be like, son of a bitch, it actually isn't too bad, like I love that. So, that's I just thought that was really, really cool for him to comment. And like I said, that's awesome to me.
Yeah, and you gave him a little, hey, look, you're a part of a lot of people's childhood. Don't take it too hard. And it's true. And it is funny when he was talking about like the endless replaying, because when we had like Rue and Longy on when they did Gelatinous, like Gelatinous is a short game, but that is a tough son of a bitch of a game. But for them, like they were a 2-man team developing it, they were doing all the play testing. They played it a billion times. So for them, they knew everything in and out. It was easy for them by the end. I on Twitter, I'm buddies with Chris from Monster Bath Games. Like he made Battle Princess Madeline, which, it's a cool Ghouls and Ghosts throwback, but it's also a tough game. But for him being a one-man developer, he's redoing it and redoing it and redoing it. So it's second nature to him too. And he's like, I didn't think it was that hard. I don't get why all the reviews are like saying it's too hard. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's very easy. I guess that's maybe the advantage for like bigger studios where you can have that separation of church and state, where like the play testers can really see any balance issues. Where for a smaller team, that becomes your bebe, and you got just gonna spend a lot of time with it. So, I mean, obviously at the end of the day, a game that's a little on the rough side, it's on the rough side. We can't help that, but you know, a lot of things come from good intentions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And every game, yeah, you play it enough is not going to be hard. But I think that's the thing about you and I. We've always, the idea is like you pick up the game and you play it for the first time. We're not going to go through, there's plenty of channels that will go through and beat it every way till Sunday, know all the secrets. Like, that's not the point. The appeal of games also should be you pick it up. Is it fun the first time? If it's not fun till the seventh time, you know, there's a niche audience for that, and that's called Arrow the Acrobat.
I don't even like that game. I hate that freaking game. That opening song. Oh, that song is so good.
God damn it. Fucking song.
The only good part of that
song,
game.
Worst song so far picked. You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Jim, if you look at the pedigree of songs chosen so far, even you would have to admit that is the worst of what's been picked. You're not going to tell me anything else beats any other song.
All right, I won't. Don't worry, bro. The year is young. The year is young. I can outdo myself.
Listen, it will beat other songs in the future. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I'm just saying, right now, you got the worst pick. So good job.
Hey, look, someone's got to be in first, all right?
Oh, wait, by the way, you didn't even address me properly when we got on this goddamn podcast.
Because what?
As your champion.
Dick? Asshole? Cocksucker? Piece of shit?
As your champion, Jim.
Oh, what in fantasy football? Fuck you. Lucky ass piece of crap.
Jim, I
The
put the
luck,
hex on Nakua.
the utter luck that you pulled out of your ass. And of course,
Jim,
when I
you
went
were
against
cheering
you,
me on.
well, it's because it's you or the guy who won last year who beat me in the championships. So I couldn't cheer for him. It was like, God, if only bullet to the head was an option between the two. Oh, God. It would have been so easy at that point. But yes, congratulations, Brian. Of course, fucking Brian. So him and I went against each other in the first week of playoffs. And like I was the only losing record in there. Like I didn't have a great year myself. Happy to be there kind of guy. But of course, I have my best week of the year against Brian. And of course, Brian has an even better week. A week where I would have beaten anyone but him in the playoffs. Of course, that's what you run into. That's what's what that's what you need to win fantasy. You need a little bit of bullshit behind you. So good job, Brian.
Listen, I'm not
Frick.
I'm not even gonna deny it. Fantasy is bullshit. I'm not gonna sit here. I will never make the claims, oh, it's about pickups and this and that. No. It's bullshit. It's luck. It's whatever. Last year, when my first pick and I was the first one and I got McCafferty and he was out and never came back, fucked my whole season up. Things happen, Jim.
Right, you know what else happened? So, in every fantasy league I was in, I'm in 3 leagues. Every single one. I had the chance to pick up Jackson Smith and Nabinja in like the 7th round. And like most people, like a lot of people, I was like, he's all right. He's nothing special. Turns out to have the best fantasy year of any wide receiver. A guy who was just sitting there every goddamn time. And then in our league, I actually had the chance to get McCafferty through a trade early in the season. And I went, nope, fuck that. The guy always gets hurt. I've had him before and he got hurt. Fuck that. Of course, he sticks around all year and has an amazing stat-wise year. So, yeah. few little decisions, Brian, can make all the difference.
Jim, one decision I am glad I make, which some people were giving me shit for when we were doing our picks. Very early on, I was like, you know what? I have very solid wide receivers. I had just I had one of the deepest benches of running backs, and then I had like 1 or 2 really good wide receivers. But I pretty early on was like, I'm going to pick up Brandon Aubrey because kickers.
Dude, you piece of shit.
I picked him up early because I was like, kickers change fucking games. And the amount of times that motherfucker got me 19, 20 points, he got it for me in the game. Eagles got me 18 points on defense, which that blew my mind because we know Eagles defense have been good, but I was
no, I had them in the other league and they weren't that good. Of course, that week they had to go against Vegas, didn't they?
They sure did, didn't they?
Didn't they?
But yeah, I picked him up and you know what? He paid off in spades. You know who didn't? Fucking Patrick Mahomes. He went down. And then I picked up Purdy and
Jesus
he helped
Christ.
Because I don't even know why he was a free agent. That's what shocked me. I was like, why is he free?
Because until week 13 of this year, he was a game manager and not a fucking great player. That's why.
Well, from now on, you just got to refer to me as champ. So the champ asks, what is the next topic?
George is getting upset. Let's move on quick to the beer world. And this happened. Man, I cannot talk tonight. The beer world. So this comes to us.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm having a stroke. I have no idea. But this is coming to us from December 22nd, right before AEW's most recent pay-per-view, World's End. And they tweeted, one of the most iconic IPAs in craft beer joins forces with one of the most innovative brands in professional wrestling. Our new partnership with Bell's Brewery, Two Hearted IPA, celebrates AEW World's End, taking place Saturday the 27th. And yeah, like they have a little thing to a press release and stuff like that. Can I just say in these comments, I think I'm seeing a little bit too much love given to Two-Headed IPA. It's maybe a little bit too much to Bell's. It's a perfectly fine brewery. Two Hearted. Reading. I can't read. I can't talk. Can't do nothing. But yeah, Two Hearted IPA. Like, it's a perfectly fine IPA. Bell's is a perfectly fine brewery. We can hold our horses on, iconic and, all this kind of stuff. That's it. Like, I get, you had the partnership. You got to do the wordplay.
I like
got to build it up.
Yeah. It's a lot. Yes, I completely agree with you. And yeah, for everything that they're saying, and it's also weird to just you choose one beer to be the thing. Like, just have Bell's be the official craft beer. Like, you're putting it as a specific beer. I don't know. There's a lot that's very odd about that. I was gonna say, like, I'm shocked more of these larger companies like Bell's don't like try to latch on to an athlete or something. And I know obviously alcohol sales with it is probably why they can't do it, but like get endorsed by an athlete or by a celebrity, that's something I'm shocked doesn't happen more often. But this is something I think is going to completely fizzle out for sure.
I
Like,
mean, it's not going to, I can't imagine it's going to happen for too long. But I mean, like, at least I would rather see something like this than WWE's never ending partnership with Logan Paul and Prime. Like, there's always a cart full of Prime bottles next to like ringside now. It's just so
yep.
gaudy and awful to see. So, you know what?
Uh-huh.
I'll take a perfectly fine IPA over that bull crap any day.
So, how long until they have the custom like AEW labeled cans, do you think?
I'm shocked they haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't take advantage of that, but yeah, we'll see. I don't watch AEW at all. I mean, I don't even watch wrestling at all anymore. But is there a wrestler you really like from there that if they had a custom can, do you think you'd go out of your way to get?
I mean, I AEW, I like AEW fine enough. Like I'm not an AEW hater. It's a better product than WWE right now. That's for goddamn sure. But like no, I'm gonna run out to get there. But like I could see a partnership with like Hangman Page making sense. Maybe even Moxley. Like there's a bunch of people they could throw on there. Like I'm shocked when Jericho was champion early on and he had that little bit of the bubbly gimmick. They didn't do like a champagne thing where like team with prosecco or some bullcrap, something cheap. So it's like there's opportunities out there, and it definitely is presented as like the more adult of the mainstream wrestling companies. So it would make sense.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know the crazy collector in you would probably want to get that shit, but yeah, my
I
my
would
my
try it. I
care
would try it for sure. Yeah,
yeah, my care for collecting days, especially on a beer that it's not the best one from Bell's. Let's be honest. Eh,
yeah, it's fine.
I, I can pass about
But speaking of things that you can pass on, Brian, why
it.
don't we
Hmm.
not just pass? Why don't we say goodbye? Why don't we say goodbye to the CEO of Limited Run Games, the ever controversial Josh Fairhurst? And actually, right now, the actual original tweet he had this on was in protected mode, his entire account. So, uh, God knows what that's all about. But he went on to say, with 2025 drawn to a close, this is from January 2nd, so year started off good. It feels like the right time to announce that I stepped down as CEO at Limited Run Games back in September. I'm still working there as president until March, but after that, I'll be scaling back direct to redirect my focus on new adventures. I made this decision after I found myself presented with several opportunities to help bring dream games to life. Since then, even more irresistible opportunities have found themselves on my doorstep. I know I'd always regret it if I didn't seize the moment and pursue these things. It wasn't an easy decision to make. LRG has been my life for 10 years. I love what I get to do, but I recognize that Limited Run could benefit from new leadership who will bring fresh perspectives and original ideas to drive LRG through the next 10 years and beyond. It has been a wild ride, one that I have never taken for granted. I look forward to continuing to support Limited Run as a fan, a customer, and a partner. With the incredible state of releases that we have planned for next year, I know that the future is bright for LRG. Once you all start seeing what I'll be working on, you'll understand why I couldn't pass any of this up. We only have one chance to live our life, and it's important to live it to the fullest, even if that sometimes requires tough decisions. Here's to an incredible 2026.
Man. um, I listen. You have been. I'm not going to call you the biggest supporter, but you've been the ball handler for this group way
Between
more
the two
than
of
me.
us. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, their product. They release cool shit that everyone wants. Their delivery is atrocious. Their communications are atrocious. Quality of their products. I think they're pretty solid, I guess, except for the gazillion
That
issues
can
they've
vary
had.
wildly.
Well, that's what I mean. Like when they hit something right, it seems like people like it. But what they hit on more than anything else is that FOMO, that those cool fucking package release of not only a game you didn't think you could get anymore, but like other cool little tchotchkes. Like I still have my fucking Castlevania full boxing, and it's cool. There's a lot of shit. Last thing I ordered from them. What I find interesting, and we've talked shit on this company enough, is boy, oh boy, there is no support for this guy in the comments. And it's funny because the amount of claims, because we'll talk about one of them in a second. One of them is like talking about like hopes he has a good lawyer to fight the incoming lawsuit from Sony. And then others are like, interesting that there's a class action suit against limited run games right now. And then another one says, I wonder if this is backlash because of the Sonic and Shadow figures. So there is so much shit that people throw out there. I'm like, I don't even know him. Like, I know some of them. And then others are just talking about like the shit quality of them and the timing of deliveries and all that. But man, oh man, did I not see one person be like, oh, good for him. Like, he's
we even talked
universally hate it.
we even talked before about how the guy he started Limited Run with, like, Doug Bogart, when he had his like long essay about like the awful culture there and how much of a dick the Josh was. And of course, my favorite comments that were just littered all over Twitter and X, same thing, whatever, call you whatever you want. I'm fucking. It was, people going, oh, well, if he's leaving in March, then I guess he'll be gone by August at the earliest, stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
The easiest jab you could do at Limited Run, but they had their reputation. They brought it on themselves. Right. Did you get in on that class action?
Sure didn't, Jim. I don't care enough. I don't. I don't.
You didn't want your piece of the pie by? You didn't want your little piece of revenge?
What? Like $2 or $1 or something?
Fuck yeah! I'm gonna earn that like 77 cents that I'm gonna get one day.
I mean, you've basically funded this guy in most of his nights out with the amount of dumb shit you bought from him for games that you don't even play.
Look, there are some sick fucks out there who've bought like every collector's edition from these bastards, and those are the poor souls. All right, I at least kept the standard editions for the crap I bought, which was too much, but
yeah. But
at least it was the cheap
versions.
games.
You know what, Jim? I would have actually backed you had you got this next game.
One I wish I got.
Because a story that broke as of January 2nd. So once again, the timing is odd. I will say multiple people did point this out, so I'm not going to try and take credit for it. But a 20-year-old vulnerability in the PS2 Star Wars game was exploited for a new PS5 jailbreak with the Star Wars Racing Revenge. It's a 2002 classic that got released by Limited Run. It's 2019 PS4 port. A rare edition with only 9,500 copies is key to a new PS5 firmware 12.0 exploit. And the prices went from $50 to $500 on eBay overnight once people realized this. So, dear God.
Yep. And one, I have to take umbrage with calling Star Wars Episode 1 Racer Revenge a classic. The original Episode 1 Racer, yeah, sure. Revenge, I think, was just like a slightly souped up re-release for like the PS2 generation. So it's like, well, it's kind of our tits a little here with that classic being thrown around.
It sounds like a lot of people agree with you because a lot of them are like, that's not even a good game. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, I'm trying to see. Let me see.
All right, Bri, you'll be happy to know that I think some of the FOMO buying has subsided a bit since this article came out. So, like you said, we're recording on the 8th. It's about a week later, and the listings are now hovering around about 250-ish bucks instead of the 500 they were going for. So,
right,
still a lot, still crazy, and I'm sure once Sony does another patch, it'll probably make this a moot point for this game anyway.
Well, that's my question, right? Like, remember when the big thing about PT came out and people downloaded it, they got rid of it, and then they resold, what was it, PS3s or PS4? I forget which system.
Yeah, unupdated PS3s with PT on it.
So in theory, could you keep a unupdated PS5 and keep it jailbroken?
I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, I truly don't know. Is that a thing? Like, and I guess this is where I admit I'm pretty dumb. When they're saying it's jailbroken, what do they mean? Like, I know you can run ROMs on it, but like, what ROMs are you running?
All right,
That's the
so
part I don't understand.
according to the article, so the game exploits a jailbreak, and once triggered, the exploit provides userland execution, which can be chained with existing kernel vulnerability, commonly referred to as the poop exploit. And together, the two components form a complete jailbreak path on firmware 12.0, something that has not been publicly achievable before. So, separately, developers have pushed back on speculation that recently published PS5 ROM key information would immediately lead to full system compromise. Security researchers note that the keys alone are not sufficient without additional hardware specific data or exploitable flaws in the boot ROM. So the Mastic Core based entry does not mean a public one click PS5 jailbreak is imminent. It represents the first concrete path towards a firmware 12.0 and confirms a higher version exploitation is no longer theoretical. So I guess what that means is like you can eventually like if you jailbreak it, then you can just like I guess download the ROMs for current generation games, and like I think that's what
Ooh,
jailbreaks basically do. And it's not
gotcha.
like it's currently a full on jailbreak, but this is like a big step.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long until probably by next week we'll be like, oh yeah, Sony patched that out. I have to assume because this was released on January 2nd. If it's not already fixed, that would shock me. And the assholes that spent $500 on that game, this is where it makes me laugh. You bought your stock as high as you could. This was actually I could have seen you buying it at like 300. You're like, yes, I have a good investment here.
I'm not gonna say I didn't look at eBay to see what the prices were going for, but when I saw hundreds, I was like, nope, 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 nope.
Kim.
I was a curious little cat. All right.
So yeah, we will follow up, but as you said, start off the year strong. Head of LRG steps down. They have this come out. Do you think the company stays chugging along?
I mean, maybe here's the thing it has going for it. It's the top it's the top name brand in its market and for its niche for what it does. So,
Yeah,
if you talk about these limited release kind of games, everyone just calls it a limited run game, no matter what company's
yeah,
doing it. So they
right.
have that going for them. And as we know from, leaks, from people we've actually talked to, Limited Run was a very chaotically run company. And with the quality and all the cost cutting and crap like that, there's yeah, they could definitely use some new leadership over there. So, you know what? It could be a good thing that he's out.
Yeah.
Or all these things are piling on at once. Maybe the company's fucked and he's just getting out while he can.
All right, Chambers. So in a bit of a twist and an unfortunate sad news, it is older news. You and I have talked about in person. But unfortunately, Vince Zampella has passed away at 55. Unfortunately, he was killed in a car crash in LA, and this came to us on December 22nd. He was a creator of Call of Duty, left Infinity Ward to join EA, where he created Titanfall, Apex Legends, and was the head of Battlefield 6. So the dude made the head of the most modern, whether you love him or hate him, classics. He is modern FPS gaming, and 55. Damn, that's just awful. So Chambers, let's raise a beer for him. Uh, we've loved Titanfall. We obviously love Call of Duty. Battlefield 6 is getting all the love right now. So, cheers to him. Cheers to his family. True loss. Sorry to see you go, bud.
Yep. And for all of you guys in our age group and above who are buying your midlife crisis cars, just be careful when you're driving them. All right. Don't throw it all away like he did, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean it's a real thing. It sucks, but
That
uh
such is life.
unfortunately, it really is. But I
But
mean,
to your point, like Call of Duty was such a big part of our lives for years and years and years. Titanfall. A lot of people seem to love Battlefield 6. So, I mean, you can't say enough about this guy and what he did for the industry. So,
yeah. I mean, even as we're about to talk about, it's still a part of our lives, right? It's still something we're going to do every year. Might not stick with it throughout the year, and that's fine. It's still just a tradition for us to get it once a year. Keep playing Call of Duties. Its golden age is gone, much like wrestling, much like many things. There's a time and place for everything. And Call of Duty right now, unfortunately, or maybe expectedly is a better word. Black Ops 7 peak player count is plummeting to historic lows, according to thegamer.com, overtaken by VR chat and Dead by Daylight. Now, it doesn't shock me about Dead by Daylight because I just mentioned Dead by Daylight, but they also just released a PTB with Vecna and 11 and a lot more Stranger Things. So every time they do PTBs, they get huge player bases coming in. Like when they did Resident Evil for the first time with Nemesis, oh my God, their player base went fucking through the roof. And Springtrap and, all that. But putting that aside, apparently, like they thought Christmas might have been a good time to maybe help with Black Ops 7, but they continue to lose players. Um, in December alone, just 1 month after launch, they dropped to 43,000 players at its lowest. The only thing I couldn't quite figure out, are these strictly Steam numbers or
Yeah,
is
these are
this
these are Steam numbers. So you can
which I
make
don't
the
put a
argument.
lot into that.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the argument that a lot of people still play COD on consoles and crap like that, but
For
and
sure.
we've said before that you can't always trust Steam charts, but it is a pretty good way to check trends on games. So, it's the best kind of thing you got. But it is still kind of crazy that the article even says, even with free weekends, 50% discounts, the best zombies mode in over a decade, they haven't been able to salvage last year's disappointment. The launcher, encompassing Black Ops 7, Warzone, and Black Ops 6, was holding a 24-hour peak of just 52,000 players, which is among the lowest in its history. To put that into perspective, now this is as of December 22nd. Call of Duty is now 44th in the Steam charts, ranking behind Battlefield 6, VR Chat, Dead by Daylight, Rainbow Six Siege X, Team Fortress 2, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Marvel Rivals, and of course, Arc Raiders. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough titties for this game, and it's been surrounded in controversy since its launch for its, wacky, crappy campaign, from what people are saying, the overabundance of AI and basically everything. And Brian, let's be honest, for like two of us, when we played the multiplayer and we went, it's fun, it's fine, but it's doing nothing to one reinvent anything. If not, it's like, focusing on the past way too much with its maps. And it's just, just another COD.
I mean, that's the problem, right? How many times can you just expect your player base to just fall in love or always come back for Nuketown, for Hijacked, for the maps that, yes, we grew up with, we loved, I still enjoy them, but yeah, that's not offering anything. Like, and I played it probably, I mean, me and Mole probably play it the most, but like, honestly, eh, yeah, it is what it is. And it's funny, Jim. We talk about challenges. You know me. I am a challenge based person. I'm a person like I don't know why I need motivation through challenges to do shit. But one of the things I've been toying with is like some kind of get on Twitch and do like a COD challenge. I didn't know what that was gonna be, but I'm trying to tie that with the idea of you and I doing ranking videos. And I decided on something. And it's probably, I want to get your take on this. I don't know if this is going to be that crazy of a challenge. I want to go through every single Call of Duty game, starting with modern, I guess it would be Modern Warfare, and earn every single kill streak
Oh,
in every game. Early games are going to be easy. It's only three. It's UAV, it's chopper, and it's like, mortar or whatever. Like there's only three. And then they get to later ones and there's crazy ones, right? I know I'm capable of getting them all. I don't know how many games it'll take me in the later ones when there's fucking like 20 kill streaks. But
that's gonna be you, dude. That's not a skill set that I have to get those high
oh
end
no, I
skill
know.
streaks.
But I'm saying I think that would be interesting to watch. Like, and I want to keep it counting with each game. Like, how many games does it take me to actually achieve that? You know, early
It
games, I might be able to get them done in one game. And once you start getting multiple, okay, it's going to be tougher to get those later ones. But I don't know. I feel like that would be fun. And it also, it's an excuse for me to go back. And I don't even know if the servers are still going to be up for some of the old games. I don't know if World at War servers are still up.
That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that Wii U server for Black Ops 4? I forget what one was on the Wii U that like still had like 12 players on it when the Wii U like eShop was going down.
Yeah. I'm part of me might try just to see that. Like, all right, how many servers are dead? Maybe I need to do custom ones just to show the kill streak because I want to be able to have us maybe rank those. That'll be a fun video because even though you might not have had every kill streak, you know enough about it where we could talk about it. So I don't know. I feel like that would be a fun, easy. Well, no, I'm not going to say it's easy. Let me take that back. It'll be a fun thing to go through. And
Look, Brian, I may not have earned every kill streak, but I have been killed by every kill streak. So I think I can put my 2 cents.
so yeah, you and I've talked about it. Fortunately, COD at this point has become the Madden, the NFL, the 2K version of shooters. They're not doing enough different. Say what you want about Battlefield, they at least put a decent enough amount of separation between games where they're like, it does feel like maybe they add something new. COD's just not doing it. So I know they've had the back-to-back years we talked about of the same exact style franchise. Maybe if they separate, they'll do something, but at this point, I don't know what you do. Like, do you just leave it at Warzone and stop doing the yearly multiplayer and campaign that nobody plays? I don't know.
I think if the numbers get bad enough, they might probably do that. They're just going to stick with what works.
Honestly, the thing I'm waiting for them to do, and they tried to do it before, is figure out all the fucking licenses you need to, release a solid physical release or digital of all the zombie maps. Like that's something people will be interested in. Or all the campaigns for all the Black Ops campaigns on one disc. And like, I don't know, figure some shit out, put Warzone with it. I don't know. But they need to change up their formula. That is for sure.
If they did a compilation of the zombies games, and like you said, they figured out the licensing because that's going to be a licensing nightmare. And it was released as like a game where all the data is on the disc. For as much as like I got burnt out 10 years ago on zombies, I would buy that just for like that's game preservation right there, just to have all that
Yeah.
crap.
Because it drives me crazy. Like when I did the challenge of I would get to a certain level on every zombies map, that was like 4 or 5 years ago, and there was like 20 some maps then. Since then, there's been so many more. So it's just like, and the zombie shit, it's just taken on a life of its own with, I mean, this shit is insane. So do something like that. Draw the crowds. Like you have your niche people, right? You have some folks that probably only get COD for zombies. Some of them only like Mole, like mostly only does it for Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
Some might only do it for multiplayer. Separate your player base there and just fucking go that lane. Don't make it an $80, $70 game. $20 for zombies, $20 for multiplayer, $20 for Warzone. Done. Come on, don't
Yeah,
make me do your fucking job for you.
it shouldn't be that hard. Speaking of
Damn
hard,
it,
Oh, penis.
fuck. Yeah. God damn it.
what?
You know what? Don't say what. Blade's gonna be so mad at you.
He's either gonna be so mad or so happy. He's
I'm
now
gonna
part of
go
the
with,
lore.
you know, I'm gonna go with mad.
Maybe we'll find out next week. Maybe we'll bring him on. We got to go through those 2025 games there, Brian.
We do. We absolutely do. But Chambers, I'm really curious how you feel about this. Coming to us from IGN, we've talked about this type of shit has happened before, but it's always interesting. There was hundreds of rare sealed Nintendo and Sega games discovered in a Nebraska storage facility, and it apparently had hordes of Super NES, Sega CD, Genesis, Saturn, 3DO games that were put in a local store that closed in 1994 and somehow remained untouched until now. Like, what the fuck? Now, the thing that pisses me off, there was a video where the staff was joking about it, but that video is no longer available when you click on it. So I don't know.
I got a lot of hate.
Yes. But the video ended with a game room that shows off some of the collection's rare sealed games, including Chrono Trigger,
Oh.
which previously was valued at over $2,400 on price charting. But there was also the Super NES TMNT Turtles in Time, which was over $1,400, Final Fantasy 3, Sunset Rider. So very valuable games, not just a whole bunch of like terrible gym games, like good games.
Sir.
But the game room said they wouldn't be releasing any details on the overall value of the collection until it's all preserved and documented. But it's likely worth tens of thousands of dollars. Now, it's worth noting that if they get the games officially grades, the value for most of them could double, triple, or quadruple in price. Now, we've talked about this before because I forget which company or somebody found something and everyone freaked out because now the market was going to be flooded and it devalues, like collectors especially got all butthurt. They're like, it's going to devalue the market for my game that I've been holding on to forever. And
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck
I forget
about
which one that was, but yeah.
Like
It's happened a few times. Like I think like the Caltron 6-in-1s that happened too.
Yeah.
There's been some other ones over the years.
I feel like there's also been these like we found a ton of sealed insert whatever game name. And yeah, like collectors freaked out. But I don't give two fucks about like this is gonna be weird to say. I love physical media. I hate the idea of hoarding and collecting just to keep it in a sealed thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like would I love some preserved, kept in a sealed one or two copies in a museum of every game? That'd be really cool. But knowing there's hundreds, if not thousands, of these out there that people are just holding on to and hoarding just to say I have, I don't like that. Like, I want games to be played. I don't want them graded and behind the thing. The same way as like the kids who had their comic books and their playing cards that you couldn't take out of the wrapping and never do anything with. Like, understand the value in it, but I'm also like, yeah, I don't know. I can't fuck with it. So when shit like this happens, I just go, what the fuck? It's Nebraska. I know you got a lot of corn. There's a lot of open stuff, but since 94, the shit's just been sitting there. Are you kidding me?
That's
How
wild.
the fuck has no one found this?
I know.
That's
Has some guy just been paying for a storage locker for 30 years and then, like you see with the, like Pawn Stars or crap like that, people go belly up, people die, and then someone buys an old locker and boom, treasure. And this was real and not fake like those shows. So, but back to your point, like, being more the collector between the two of us, no, find more of this crap. Like my collecting days are basically done at this point, but do I care if someone who went out and graded all their games and like bought up sealed games just for collecting and reselling gets screwed? No, fuck that guy. So the more of these that get found, the better. And now if this place, turns around and they grade their own and resell them as sealed graded games, then fuck them too. But at the very least, the knowledge that there's more of these games out there and potential amounts will definitely affect the market. So no matter what they do with them, it's still going to be a good thing to the common man at the end of the day. It might not make a gigantic difference, but it'll still make like a small, somewhat difference.
Jim.
What?
There is a part of me that wants to put a soundboard up right now for you. Because there's one thing I discovered while looking into this. I'm like, this is really weird. Like, I feel like not enough people are talking about this.
Is it this?
I'm a little racist.
Well, it's always that. We know that. But
Dan, stop.
This news story and this information broke in 2022.
Really?
And I'm watching old video on it right now. And I'm like, man, it's crazy. No one's talking more about this right now.
Did we talk about this back then? We might have.
Not this one, but we have talked about others. And even the article is from February of 2022, Jim. So I don't know how you found this article.
It came across my Twitter feed. So, well, fuck.
Jim?
Well, Brian, this would be the perfect time. This would be the perfect
Jim?
time for a derp sound effect.
I was going to say, for the soundboard, because you did this, you give me a good derp that I can use in the future.
I will find a good derp. Actually, in the meantime,
I
let's
mean,
see
from
here.
you. No, I need a gym derp.
Oh no, you'll get one.
um, yeah. So either way, from 2022, I wonder what happened to this staff. I wonder what
Wait,
happened to the
Brian,
games.
hold on. Let's see if we can hear this one. All right. This might. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get rid of ads to make sure that this doesn't get screwed over. Don't worry, it'll be worth it.
Look, here's the thing. Fine. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
God damn it, Jim. I need you just to repeat that.
No,
Jim, repeat it.
no,
Well, you know what?
not right now.
Jim, you know what else is beautiful? And I know you don't appreciate it. The things you can create in AI. So would you rather own saying that?
Right. If we could just use the Alex Jones one. It's the one people know. Everyone loves the Alex Jones one.
Everyone loves yours, just like everyone loved that video that's short today, you know?
Ah, they sure did, didn't they? They sure did.
People like it, Jim. You had a defender. I'm going to say that. You had a defender.
Hey, there's a few, far and few between. I can't believe I put a video, fucking story from 4 years ago on here. God damn it!
So let's go ahead and move on from that.
Hey, let's see where this topic's from. Oh, look at that, 1998. Son of a bitch. Well, show's over, everybody.
Oh, it's okay, Jim. Listen, it's only the eighth day of the year. The year can only get better. You chose Arrow the Acrobat, and you chose that article from 2022.
New year, new me.
Everything's coming up, Chambers.
Sure is.
But Chambers, there's one thing I love, and there's one way for me to always get on your side, which is I love a good list. We've talked about many lists before. This one is interesting because it's the top 40 Mario games from IGN. I'll be honest, I know there's a shit ton of Mario games. I didn't realize, not including Luigi's like spin-offs and these other things, like I didn't realize there were strictly 40 Mario games available. So that's impressive.
There's more than that. They just cut it down to 40.
I'm sure there is, but do we go through the whole list, Jim? Do we just name them off?
We can. Yeah, we can do a rapid fire. We can get, you know what, rapid fire, and we'll give very quick whether we've ever played it or have any history with it. So, number 40, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I've never played it. I hear it's great.
Nope.
39, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I think I played that in my level 50 or my 23. I had a lot of fun with it.
I really want to play because I like tactical base. Haven't played it, but I will play that.
Yeah, it's like baby's first tactics game, but it's awesome. Mario Hoops 3-on-3. I have never even heard of that.
Same. Not at all.
Number 37, Super Mario Run, mobile game. Have I ever?
This you know what? I have played.
I played it for a tiny bit, very, very short amount of time. I remember that.
Yeah, it scratched the itch, but it made me want to play a better Mario game.
Yeah, and honestly, there are better Infinite Runners out there too, even at that time. Number 36, Mario Superstar Baseball. I've never played. Is that the one you have on GameCube?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have it, haven't played it, so we'll have to play it.
Yep. Number 35, Mario Paint. I mean, hey, it's
seems, considering how impactful it was, and I know, like, looking back, it's probably not the best game. The fact that people still make music in that motherfucker, I love. I love that. I mean, it's fucking MS Paint with Mario shit, obviously, but like, man, did I have fun back in the day playing that.
Yeah, dude, like my 2010 YouTube watching was like almost consistently just Mario Paint versions of songs. So, you know what? Yeah. It should be on there for that alone. Number 34, Super Mario Land. Love it. It's great. It's simple. It's kind of weird, but I love it.
I feel like it's criminally low on the list.
I could go with that too.
I love that game so much. And wasn't that the first Mario game on the Game
The
Boy.
Game Boy? Yes, it was.
So I still have it. I love it. Should be higher.
Yep. You might be seeing that song at some point this year in our shorts. Number 33, Paper Mario, the Origami King. I hear it's divisive. I've never played any of the Paper Marios.
I know you hate Japanese people, so yeah, I haven't played it, and yeah.
I'm a little racist.
Damn, please.
Every time Dan hears that, he's gonna be like, "God damn it, Jim!"
Number 32, Mario Tennis. I've played it you know what? That's one I would like playing kiosks back in the day. The first one's on N64, and I remember it being good. I never went out and got it myself.
I was gonna say you're Mister like Boner for tennis, and yet you don't play that. That's insane.
Yeah, no, I should fix that one day. Number 31, Super Mario Strikers. Never played it.
Neither have I.
It's their take on soccer or maybe rugby or something. I think it's soccer,
Yeah,
but
it's soccer. That's another one where GameCube. I bet it's fun, but I don't care about soccer. So
yeah. Number 30, New Super Mario Bros. Yeah, that was a big DS title when it came out. It was like, holy shit, they're back to 2D. It's good. I haven't played it in ages, and I never played through the whole thing. But when I played, I liked.
I never played a single DS game. So nope.
Number 29, Mario Kart World. I spent about a half hour with it, and I went, it's another Mario Kart.
I am a firm believer that the latest Mario Kart is generally going to be your best one. So I'm kind of shocked that it's not higher. But yeah, it's been a lot of. I mean, it's a fucking Mario Kart's Mario Kart. That's another one. That there was not enough difference between that and 8, whatever the last one was.
8 and well, 8 Deluxe for the Switch, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because 8 was Wii U and then Deluxe was the Switch one. So, but yeah, regardless. Number 28, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. I believe that's the GameCube entry. Never played it.
Yep. Yeah.
Number 27, Mario Party 2. I mean, that's one of the more beloved Mario parties, so I'm fine with that.
One of the reasons why I got the expansion pack was so me and the family could play Mario Party games. We haven't done it yet, but we will.
Yeah, a couple of its maps wound up in Superstars, so that shows you how much it's liked. Number 26, Dr. Mario. I've never liked Dr. Mario.
Jim, that's because you liked Mean Bean.
You know what? I would take Dr. Mario over any of the Puyo Puyos because those games kick my stupid ass. So I can go with that. Number 25, Mario Kart 64. I mean, I think it's low, but I'm a boomer at this point. So, hey, you know what? You tell me why tracks and music for Mario Kart 64 gets reused every single game since. Huh? You tell me. Huh? Should be higher.
Sure.
Shut up. You shut your whore mouth. You agree with me, you bastard. Number 24, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Again, never played.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, I think like that along with like Bowser's Inside Story, they're like the teamwork based like platformery RPG-ish stuff. I forget which one's the platformer and which one's more the RPG, but they were like Game Boy Advance and DS games, but I forget which one is which. Number 23, New Super Mario Brothers U. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's another New Super Mario Brothers. They're all samey.
Terrible game because it's on the Wii U. Go ahead.
Don't you dare. Number 22, Super Mario Party Jamboree. It's good. It's really good. My daughter loves playing it with us. It's got a lot of cool options. I think it's a good Mario Party. I'm fine with it.
Was that before or after she gives Miller the Blue Chew?
Number 21. I guess that should be a soundbite too with the Blue Chew. God damn me and my life. Super Mario Brothers 2, the USA version, the one we all know and love. Yeah, I love that one.
I love that game. Yeah, that game's amazing.
Yeah, that was the second Mario game I ever beat. Funny enough.
What was the first one? The first?
No, Super Mario 64.
God damn it, Jim.
I didn't beat the original NES Mario until I was like 33. On the Game & Watch, the handheld.
I hate you, Jim.
Number 20, New Super Mario Brothers Wii. That was a big deal because it added the multiplayer component. Anyone who had a Wii, they had like Wii Sports and they had that. So it's a good one. It should be on here.
Meh.
Number 9. Yeah, but you know what? The next one, 19, Super Mario Sunshine. This being above a lot of these entries, that's a sir, please. What are we doing here?
Yeah, you did not like that one.
I've only played bits and pieces. Like the flood mechanic, it's a cool idea, but the execution's terrible. Number 18, Paper Mario. It's one I own. I've never played. I should get around to that. Maybe that'll be my RPG. It's from Japan. That could be my JRPG.
No. When
Yep,
you know what
I
I
can do
mean
it.
when I say JRPG, it's
can
party
do it.
system. It's the whole thing. No.
It has a party system, Brian. It has a party system in it.
No, you need legit.
It doesn't.
not
It
baby-
doesn't
not
always need to be
baby's
pretty
first
teens with
intro.
problems.
Nope, it does.
Number 17, Mario Kart Double Dash. You know what? That's a lot of love for Double Dash because a lot of people crap on that one. I thought Double Dash was great.
Yeah, but I also feel like that's one of the least talked about of the Mario Kart one. So it's like
It is.
that
Yeah, no, that's a lot of love given to it. I respect that pick. That's almost a brave pick, I will say. Number 16, Super Mario RPG. Another one I have never played.
so many people love that. So I'm shocked it's not even higher.
Yep. Number 15, Super Mario Land 2. The old
Considering
6
how
golden
high
coins.
This is like I need to play it because I love the first one. I want to see if it's worthy of being this much higher than that one.
You never played this one?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
No.
You're going to be shocked because it's for an original Game Boy game, it plays so much like an actual normal Mario game. Like how Super Mario Land 1 is like kind of goofy and like how it controls and all. 2, like it feels like it was ripped off the NES basically.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So, and it's got a lot of creative ideas to it. It's a good game. Number 14, Super Mario 3D Land. I have not played it. That is the 3D or Wii U game.
Same.
I hear it's great. Number 13, Super Mario Maker. Like that was a sensation for people back when it came out. Yeah, that's fine.
I love that idea. So yeah.
Yep. Number 12, Donkey Kong 94. I'm fine with that.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Because you know what it is like.
Games?
It basically is a Mario game because like it starts off with the 4 Donkey Kong levels, and then you get like 200 puzzle platformer levels where you're Mario trying to outsmart Donkey Kong, and like it expands on the gameplay, adds all the keys and the items and everything like that. It's very, very well done.
I get that. I'm saying I wouldn't even mind it being on here, but to be this high on there, I'm like, it's not really it's not really a Mario game.
Debatable.
What the fuck is the name? If you look at all these titles, what sticks out? That's all I'm saying. Come on.
Number 11, the original Super Mario Brothers.
Shocked it's this low.
Yeah, I mean, some people out there do hate it because of how, I guess a little rough around the edges it is, but you know what? It's still fantastic. It holds up. Number 10, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I want to get around to playing that. Have not played it yet. I still think that might be too high.
Dude, I've never even heard of this.
That was the 2D one that came out on Switch like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. Nah.
Number 9, Super Mario Galaxy. You know what? I've only spent like 10 minutes with Galaxy. That's one I need to play.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things, and the new movie's going to be based on it. So there you go.
Yep. Oh, the Rosalina Roll 34 that's going to come from that. Number 8, Paper Mario, The 1,000-Year Door. That's apparently the best Paper Mario by most accounts. So one I've never played. Still. Don't
open that door.
Don't you dare. Oh wait, no, Super Mario 3. All right, I was actually wrong before. So Super Mario 3D Land was the 3D one that came out for the 3DS. That's what that was. Because number 7 is Super Mario 3D World, which was the Wii U one, but plus Bowser's Fury was the Switch version that added the Bowser's Fury like expansion to it. So
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Don't you fucking no. So mad right now. But yeah, from what I hear, I like people love that only almost alone for Bowser's Fury because it's like more of an open world concept for like a new it's basically what people want the next 3D Mario to kind of be. So
yeah,
time will tell. Number 6, Super Mario Brothers 3, absolute classic. I embarrassingly have never played it all the way through. But
are you not shocked? Because on almost every list of best NES game ever, that's generally going to be number one.
I,
Are you
I'm
not shocked
shocked.
it's not even higher?
I'm shocked it's not top 3, much less top
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
So yeah, little shock there. I'm actually shocked that this is so high. Number 5, Super Mario 64. Uh, a lot of people give this game crap, and like as much as I love that game, I'll admit some of those levels do not hold up at this point. Like that clock
Jim,
level is a nightmare.
can I be honest? Never played it.
Really?
Nope. I mean, you know me and my N64 was basically wrestling games, GoldenEye. I stayed away from every mainline first party Nintendo game. Well, you know what I mean, first party Nintendo games. But yeah, so that is another reason why I got the expansion pack so I can play that.
That's
And
wild.
Majora's Mask.
Don't you're the problem. Next up, number 4. Yeah, that's right. You fucking choke on that. You choke on that, you piece of shit.
Oh,
penis.
I was gonna say you could have used the soundboard for something else there, but okay.
I know. You know what, Brian? I'm better than that. All right.
Oh, I'm fucking dying over here. Go ahead.
Number 4, Super Mario Galaxy 2. You. Super Mario Galaxy 2. I hear the actual core gameplay is a lot better, even though they basically stripped out all the story, which people loved from Galaxy 1. So, yeah, I guess that's a toss up. Almost at that point, it's almost like, why aren't they just like next to each other on the list if they're so similar? I don't know. Seems a little weird.
Yeah.
Number 3, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I am fine with that. I think that is the perfect Mario Kart.
Yeah. Which once again, I still contend 8 Deluxe was all the shit after it was released. So once they release all the whatever comes out for the latest Mario Kart, it's just a better version of it. That's all. So, yeah.
In theory. Number 2, Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, I'm fine with it. Mario Odyssey was fucking great. And, by your metrics, that was the last 3D Mario, so that's probably the best 3D Mario. And I could say it's probably the best 3D Mario.
I got it for Christmas so I can play it. So I'll play it on my Switch too, and I'm excited to play it.
Yeah. And number 1, Super Mario World. What more can you say about Super Mario World that hasn't been said? So actually,
I beat that game as a kid. Yeah, I played the fuck out of that Mario Paint like for a long time. Man. Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, and I gotta say, like, for this list, at least for the top 3, like, they went the best Mario Kart, the best 3D Mario, the best 2D Mario, and the games I would have picked. So, these lists, you kind of live and die by what your like top picks are, and those are really great picks. So, like, there's some stuff I look at on here and I go, what are we doing here? But for the most part, I go, yeah, I'm fine with this list. Good for you, IGN. You didn't fuck it up.
That's what I said. Like, some people will hate because they're like, oh, you went too safe. No, I think they did some fucking dumb picks in there. But, like, to your point, they got the bottom ones right, which is most important. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's funny because, their reaction on everywhere was kind of just like, yeah, I mean, some people had their complaints, but for the most part, a lot were like, yeah, it's not bad.
I wonder if there is a franchise out there that I won't use the term universally, but like 85% would all agree, like in the general rankings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I know enough about Resident Evils where I've seen some fucking wild lists. And that group is so divided. Like, yeah, people like me and you who both agree, like, yeah, Resident Evil 4 is a great game, but it started the trend of fucking it up to 5 and 6 and beyond. And then you have others who think that's the only good game. So it's like, I'm curious if there is a franchise that everyone's pretty much on lockstep with.
I think at that point, you have to go with like franchises with less games. Like if you made like, say, like a Streets of Rage list and you went 2, 4, 1, 3, 95% of people would probably agree with that,
Yeah. You get those weirdos be like, 3's good. Shut the fuck up.
Look, you're playing four bangers right there, right? You're playing 4 all-timers. So,
Let's not put 3 as an all timer.
Not everyone can be the cream of the crop, but
Yeah.
you know, you can still be
And
very, very good.
and you know what? Let's be honest. 1, a little rough too.
One is rough around the edges, but it's still a
Yeah.
ton of fun.
It's fun. Let's not say a ton of fun.
Ton of fun.
So Chambers, I like how you switched off your fancy grid and your thing. You went to your Keystone, keeping the
Yep.
year classy.
That's goddamn right.
I switched off of my winter lager to my winter white ale. I thought they were all the same. Turns out they're not. This one was way more spicy in terms of like flavor. And it says spiced and citrusy, still 5.7%. Pretty damn good. It has a lot more flavor profile, but after having 2 like smooth lagers and going to that, like I noticed a taste difference and I was like, oh shit. So not a bad thing, but just weird after having multiple lagers. So yeah, pretty solid.
Nice.
So Chambers, it's a new year. We got some challenges ahead of us. I'm gonna have a soundboard probably by,
Sure you will.
by next one.
I'm sure you're going to tiz him out and have a hell of a soundboard by next week. I'm sure.
But no, we want to thank you guys all so much for listening and watching. Once again, if you are following along throughout the year and you're listening to our shorts, if you have any suggestions for your favorite video game music, send them our way. We'll add them to the list. If you're listening on Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a 5-star rating. We'll read each and every one of those comments on these Power Hour podcasts. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, comment. We love interacting with you guys. And with that, we want to say have a good night, everyone, and cheers.
Cheers, everybody.